going to go into my Microsoft Word by going to, you can type in WORD 2013, or you can go through your application menu to get it. You click the blank screen, it will come onto this screen right here. Right now, everybody should be following me on number 1, the direction on page, I think it's page 2 of your paper, or 3 of your paper, actually. Page 3 of your paper. So I just open Microsoft Word, and I'm going to save my document first so I won't forget. I'm going to do save as. I will use my last name. I'll click on computer. I want to save it into my ICT6 folder. And I'm going to use my file naming convention underscore E. You will put your full first name and last name, except if I've told you not to use, if it's too long, that you should shorten it. Now I'm going to put housekeeping. You must have housekeeping as part of your saving. I'm actually going to call this 2 because I've done it before. So I'm going to do unit 1, and I'm going to save it. Now I already have my save button, and as you can see on your screen, this section that I'm hovering over as what I've saved. Now it makes it much easier for me to work. Now, for me, the first thing he asked me on number 3, it says I should add my header. So I'm going to go ahead and click on insert. I'll click on header. It's going to ask you to pick anything that you want from the blank to the 3 column. I'm actually going to pick the blank. Another way that you can do this, I'm going to double click off of this. Another way you can do this is actually, if you don't pick it from insert, you can go on the top part of your document and double click on it, and the header will come up as well. And that is the same as the footer. Now I'm going to type my last name because it asks you to type your name. You're going to put your first and last name. I'm actually just going to type my last name and tab. And I'm going to put my class period. By the way, I would love if you can put your computer station number as well on this paper. I didn't put it on the paper that I gave you, but if you can. I'm actually just going to say sample period 1 because I don't have a period 1. I'll double click again, and I'll get out of my header. Now, I have to type in all my rules. So I'm going to just do the same thing I did before. Keep the computer clean. By the way, I'm just writing this over and over again because it's a sample. You have to come up with 5 different rules based on what you've read. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. And I'm going to go over here to my numbering and click number 1. So it numbers it for me. This is where your font and your styles are. This is where to do alignment and the centering. So if you hover over every one of your items, it will give you what it does. Then I'm going to actually go ahead and copy this because I want the same rule, so you wouldn't have to have the same thing that I have. And I have 5 rules already. Now, the thing I'm going to work on now is, since I already come up with my own 5 rules, it looks the same to you, but I'm doing this for teaching purposes. You must not give me the same rule for 5 times. I don't want that. I want 5 different rules. So I am going to do, it says on number 5. Now I am on number 5. It says that I should insert above the rule. I have to insert a header. So I'm going to type in housekeeping for my header. By the way, I'm checking for capitalization too. Rules. And this is also in your paper. It asks you to go ahead and bold it. This is the bold key. It asks you to center it. You click on center. And it asks you to do the font style. The font to be Arial. You just type in Arial. You press enter, and it asks you to change your size to 16. You change it, and now you'll have the correct one. Now you go to number 6 of your direction, and you will go ahead and add on number 1. It asks you to number 1. It asks you to change all the font styles for that. So what you would do is type in Berlin, press enter, and it also asks you to change the font size to 10. You press 10, enter, and this is the font size. This is the style. Once you have that, it asks you for on letter B of number 6. It asks you to change the most important word in number 1. You change it to bold. By the way, you can pick any words that you want in number one. I'm going to change it to bold. Number two, it asks you, does anybody have any question before I move on? Okay. So on letter C says number two. Underline the most important word. I'm just doing randomly. I underline that. Number D says italicize the most important word in your number three. I'm going to go like this. Am I going to italicize? Number four, it says change the word to red. Change your most important word to red. You pick any word you want. Make the most important word in number five, size 16 and blue. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to make it 16 for the size, and I'm going to make it blue with this color. You can pick any shades of blue that you want. Now it asks you on number 7 of your activity, you go down, you type in enter, enter. Now you're going to insert the, you're going to go to online pictures. We don't have any more clip parts. And you will go ahead and type in what you want. Click clean computer station. You can type in any word you want to show an example of what you want. I'm actually going to use the same picture. You can pick any picture from online. Now it asks you to change on number 7 also to make this picture center. I'll click on here. And there it goes. That is all they ask you to do. Click save again by going to your disk menu. Click save and your word is saved. Does